In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some tips, tricks, and hidden features on your brand new Galaxy S26 Plus. The first one, getting straight into this, is going to be in the gallery section, and we're going to be showing you how to make your lock screen wallpaper a video. So we're going to go into our gallery right here. We're going to find the video that we want right here. And we're going to go ahead and tap on the top right side. Then we're going to go ahead and set as wallpaper. And as you guys can see, you do have to actually make this less than 15 seconds. So make sure this is in between 1 and 15 seconds. And then once you've found your desired spot of this, because you can actually customize and trim it to your desired spot, go ahead and click done. At the top right, you're going to go ahead and click done as well. And if we go to our lock screen is going to be a video. So you can use this for things like a concert. You can use this for, videos of you and your kids or your wife or your significant other. Doesn't matter what you use it for. I know your creativity is going to come into shine right here. Really cool feature right there for the beginners of Samsung devices, especially if you're coming from like an Apple device or something like that. Our next tip is actually going to be showing you how to double tap the back of your phone to show things like notifications, take screenshots, and do a bunch of other cool stuff. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go into our Play Store, and then we're going to go ahead and search up something called Good Lock. Once we search that up, we're going to go ahead and click install. Once we've installed, we're going to go ahead and open this. And once we are inside of this application, there is something that you need to install. It's a little bit of an extension, and it's actually going to be called Registar. So what we're going to go ahead and do is click on the right side of this and download that little extension. We're going to then go ahead and scroll up and click on Registar. Once we're inside of the Registar section right here, there's going to be a few different things. So we're going to go ahead and skip this, but there's going to be something called side key and hold action. We also have back tap action. We're going to want to go ahead and click on back tap action. So go ahead and click on that. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. And obviously for double tap, it says none, and triple tap, it says none as well. So what you're going to go ahead and do is set the double tap for something. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and set to a basic screenshot. And I'm going to show you how this works. 1, 2, screenshot. Look at that. Very, very cool. Also, we have a triple tap section right here as well. So if we want to actually go ahead and show the notifications, we can actually 1, 2, 3. And then our notifications are going to pop up right here. So really, really cool little feature right there. Our next tip is going to have to do with modes and routines. We're going to go ahead and type in modes and routines. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And we are going to go ahead and go into routines. And we're going to go ahead and add a new routine right here. So we're going to go ahead and click on if, add what will trigger this routine, and then add what this routine will do. So we're going to go ahead and click on our if first. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down until we get unlock with fingerprint. And then you're going to add the fingerprint that you use the most. You're going to click done. We're going to go to then, and then we're going to scroll down to go to effect. Once we're here, we're going to click on edge lighting once. We're actually going to have to pick the edge lighting that we want. We can also go ahead and customize the color of it as well. But the effect right here is either basic, we have the glitter option, we have the echo option, or we have the spotlight option. So depending on what you want, you guys can go ahead and choose it for the specific ones. For this video, we're going to choose glitter. I'm going to go ahead and click done, and I'm going to go ahead and click save. So we added a routine now. Now when I open up my phone, look at that. That little glitter effect is going to pop up to greet you every single time you unlock your device. Next tip is going to be the double pressing of the power key right there. Now, as you guys know, if you double press your power button, it's going to open up the camera by default. However, you can customize this to open whatever application you want. So to go ahead and do that, we're going to go ahead and type in double press. And as you guys can see, that is going to be right there, side button, double press. And as you guys can see, it's set to camera. If it's not on, turn it on. And you guys can set it to flashlight. You can set it to magnifier, voice recorder, all that type of stuff. But if you want to go ahead and open up an application, click apps. Choose what application you want to open upon double pressing. I want the calculator. Look at this. Boom, boom. Opens up the calculator. So you can go ahead and set this up to whatever application you want. Really dope feature. Next tip is going to be something called circle to search. So if you have the bar, you're going to want to hold on the bar. If you have the circle, you're going to want to hold on the circle. Whatever your home button is, you're going to want to hold on it. And when we actually hold on this on our S26 Plus, this is going to bring up this colorful little Google display right here. And if we circle something, it's actually going to search it up in Google's database, and it's going to either find some information on that, find a photo on that, or find that product that you want to buy. Very useful feature. It gives you a little AI overview of what this is. Also, you can use this on something like this. So let's go ahead and hold this. Let's go ahead and circle the palm tree. Look at that. So all the palm trees are going to pop up, or that specific photo for that news feed is going to pop up. So very useful feature, something that I absolutely use every day. Next feature is an oldie but a goodie. It's going to be in the settings, and this is going to actually be making your device a little bit quicker. So we're going to go into settings. We're going to scroll all the way down until we get to About Phone. Then we're going to click on About Phone. After that, you're going to want to go ahead and click on your software information. And then our build number is going to pop up. So click on that until it asks you for a passcode. And once it asks you for your current PIN, go ahead and type that in. After you type that in, we're going to click back. We're going to click back again. And under About Phone, we now have something called Developer Options that we're going to go ahead and click on. And we are going to scroll all the way down until we see something that says Animation. So as you guys can see, we have window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration scale. What we're going to want to go and do is set these all to 0.5, and you're going to see right now how quick this actually gets. So as you guys can see, a lot quicker animations. It's going to be a lot speedier going in and out of applications. And if we set it to 1, as you guys can see how much slower it is when it's on 1. So this is just something that I do with every single phone to make my phone a little bit faster. For the psychos out there, if you don't want any animations, you can turn all of them off, and it gives you like an instant opening of each application and a recent application that you're using in your recent section. So really cool little feature right there. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. Next tip is going to be in our settings as well, and we're going to have something called sound quality and effects. So we're going to go ahead and type that into our search query right here. So sound quality and effects. So that's going to be under sounds and vibrations. We can go ahead and click on that. We're going to scroll down a little bit more till we get to sound quality and effects and click on that. Now, as you guys can see, we have a bunch of different options right here. First one's Dolby Atmos. I would recommend turning this on just because it gives you a better listening experience when watching movies, TV shows, listening to music, all that type of stuff. And you guys can actually set it to a custom profile like movie, music, or voice. If you guys really want to get the most out of your speakers or really the most out of your headphones, honestly, this gives you like a surround sound experience. Really cool, very useful, very enjoyable. Also, we have something called equalizer. If we go into equalizer right here, we can go ahead and change the decibels. If you guys know how to go ahead and customize those, we also have bass boost, dynamic, treble boost, clear, whatever sound profile works the best for you. Go ahead and set to that. And if you're knowledgeable about this type of stuff, obviously you're going to have a lot of fun right here. Our next tip, we're going to be showing you how to lower motion smoothness to save battery. So all we're going to go ahead and do is go into settings. We're going to scroll all the way down to display. And as you guys can see, we have our motion smoothness right there. Go ahead and click on that. It's going to be set to adaptive right here. So obviously with adaptive, you're going to get a smoother animation when scrolling. It's going to be 120 Hertz by default. But if you want standard, this actually gives you a lot longer of a battery life by automatically adjusting your screen refresh rate to 60 Hertz. Yes, it's not going to look as good. It's not going to look as smooth as the 120 Hertz. But if you are in a pickle, this is going to save you a lot of battery overall. Especially if you're at like the bus stop, you're at a theme park, you're somewhere that you need to conserve battery life without turning every other function off. Next tip we're going to be showing you is something called RAM Plus. So we're going to go into our search bar, and we're going to go ahead and type in RAM Plus. Then we're going to go ahead and click on that. And once we are inside of here, obviously it gives you a little prompt to go ahead and free up memory by stopping background apps. You can always go ahead and do that. But what we want to go ahead and do is scroll to the bottom and click on RAM Plus. And as you guys can see, it's going to be set to 8 gigabytes by default. However, you can use up to 12 gigabytes of virtual memory. And right here it says RAM Plus uses your phone's storage space to provide virtual memory. Choose more virtual memory to allow more apps to stay open in the background, or choose less virtual memory to keep more storage space free. So depending on what you want, if you're a video editor, photo editor, if you need to have a bunch of different applications open up in the background, then maybe go ahead and set it to 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, depending what you do. However, there is a caveat. You are going to have to restart your phone. It is going to reboot. Don't worry. Not a factory reset, but it is going to reboot your phone once to go ahead and implement the new decision that you have chosen right here. So yeah, really cool feature if you guys want to get a little bit more virtual RAM just out of the memory that you have on your phone, if you have a little bit of extra memory left over. And the last tip I want to go ahead and show you is going to be under the settings again, and we're going to go ahead and type in status bar. So let's go ahead and type in status bar, click on status bar right here. And as you guys can see, our appearance is going to be right here. Click on status bar. This is something that I usually do with all of my phones. I just think it looks better. So if you want to go ahead and do this, you can go ahead and do this. If you don't, obviously, this is just personal preference. But if you guys want your notification style to show icons, you can set that up that way. We can also just show a basic dot right here. So as you guys can see with the dot, it says when you have a new notification, a dot will be shown in the status bar. It will disappear from the status bar after you open the notification panel. Also, if you don't want to show the battery background, go ahead and turn that off. And there's going to be no white background behind the battery. This is something that I usually like to have set up on here. So obviously, personal preference right here, but a really, really cool feature nonetheless.